What's up, ladies? It's your girl Nia, aka Lashes on Fleek. Before we even get into this, you want to go ahead and click that button, that subscribe button. But yeah, go click the subscribe button because I do want you guys to subscribe to my channel. I need these views, and I want to educate the masses on lash extensions and how I get down and how my work style is. And just so if you think I'm a dope person, if you like what I'm talking about, subscribe, and let's get started. So first thing that I want to talk about would be my adhesives. Okay, I have two adhesives currently on my website. I have Hold and Classic Clear. Okay, I'm going to be shooting a picture up on the screen so you guys can see those adhesives. The adhesives were manufactured by myself, so these are not wholesale adhesives. No, nobody else has the same formula as I do because my glue is specialty. It's made for me. It's made for my work style. And that's what I want a lot of people to take away from this video, is that all products may not be for you. The product that I have made, again, it's the way that I work. So I work very fast. I work with a thinner consistency adhesive. I like an adhesive that works in the temperature settings between 42 degrees and 75 degrees for humidity. So you know what I'm saying? Every glue is not for everybody, and that's okay. But just make sure before you purchase anything that you read the description. So with both adhesives, what we're going to start off with is that all my adhesives range between a 1 to 2 second dry time. Currently, I have Hold and Classic Clear on my site. With Hold, 0.5 second to 1 second dry time. That means that your placement and your isolation has to be spot on, okay? If you're a lash tech currently, then you know that when you isolate a lash and you go to place it, that you already have that hair ready. So if the hair is not ready when you're going to place it and your glue dries up, you're going to experience bad retention, okay? And so one way to fix that is just to probably transition to a glue that dries a little bit slower, which would probably be our Classic Clear because it dries between 2 and 3 seconds. And yes, it can be used for volume. Hold and Classic Clear basically have the same type of ingredients. However, Classic Clear just dries a little bit slower, and also it doesn't contain the carbon black color, given the name Classic Clear. Both glues have retention times up to 5 weeks minimum. So that means if you've prepped the client's lashes correctly, if you've done everything that you can do as the artist to make sure that there's no leftover oil residue, makeup residue, if you're placing your lashes on top of the hair or on the side correctly, then your clients will experience that 5 to 6 week retention time. So you want to make sure that you're lashing to the best of your ability, okay? Other things to know about the adhesives, other than the fact that they dry really fast, the viscosity of the glue is a little bit thinner, especially for Hold. And the reason why I did this is because I want to limit how much adhesive customers are using on their clients. It's like nowadays nobody teaches the adhesive control. And you see on Instagram people with these bad, terrible habits, and excuse me if you think that it's not, but it is. You shouldn't be swiping glue on the side of your glue rings because now you're curing the adhesive in your ring, and you shouldn't be swiping glue on your eye patches because now you're exposing your client's eye to those fumes, regardless if the glues are formaldehyde free or latex free. It's foreign. It should not be coming in contact with the client's eye. So therefore, again, you want to just be mindful of those things. That's why I made sure the viscosity of my glue was of a thinner consistency, especially for Hold, okay? With Classic Clear, it's a little bit thicker because, again, the dry time is a little bit slower. So you're going to experience that more thicker viscosity of the glue, okay? Some other things to know about the adhesives. Always make sure you keep them in a cool, dry place. No, do not put my adhesive in the refrigerator. That's a no-no. Your adhesive will stay good up to anywhere between 1 to 3 months, depending on how many clients you're servicing, how you're taking care of your adhesive. If you're a person where you shake up the glue and then you just twist the cap back on, then don't expect your adhesive to last too long, because not only is now your nozzle dirty, but you have air bubbles trapped inside of your adhesive. I don't like to get too deep into products and all that stuff about burping the glue and all that. I just think that's kind of just nonsense. However, I do think that you should wipe down the top of your adhesive with either like a paper towel that is non-woven, or you can use like those little cleaning wipes that people are using nowadays for the top of the adhesive. Maybe I should invest in some of those, so that way you guys will have something to clean with. But yeah, so Making sure you're not storing your adhesive in the refrigerator, because that constant temperature change can really mess up the integrity of your glue, and then that's when you're going to start having retention problems. Another thing about the adhesive, I like to keep it in the original package that it came in, and I like to keep it sitting upright. Anytime you have your glue face down, it's not really that great for the adhesive, because I feel like it just, you know, coming to the bottom, everybody knows the bad shit in the bottom is at the bottom of the glue bottle, so you want to make sure you're avoiding that, making sure that those fumes are not really heavily mixing with the adhesive that's like fresh and meant for your clients. Some other stuff about adhesive, I think that really just the dry time, the consistency, knowing your work style are the main things that play a key part in making sure you've chosen the right adhesive. Again, we have 2 adhesives on the site, and if you purchase whole cold now, I definitely hope that you're watching this, because maybe it's answering some of your questions. If you feel like you're having trouble with the glue not drying fast enough, it could be your temperatures that you're working in, so the humidity levels could be a little bit off, but I live in SoCal, so I don't experience that, which is why I love the glue so much when I finally got the final like prototype, if you want to call it, from the manufacturer, because of the fact we don't have so much of humidity levels here. We do, but we don't. So yeah, just choose products, ladies, that work best for you. Again, this segment was only on adhesive, so if you have any questions about your adhesive, feel free to reach out at lashesonfleekinc@gmail.com, so you can always check that out. And that's pretty much that I have to say about adhesive. If you have any questions, you know where to shoot them. Good night.